So operations on set. Here, first operation is union of sets. Okay. So difference we will discuss later. Right? First we'll discuss union. Okay. Union of set. Okay. So union is nothing but it will contain all the elements of A and all elements of B such that no element is repeated. So we have discussed that whenever you are writing any set value, you should not write repeated values. It should have only uh, it will have only the distinct values. Okay, you should not write any repeated value. Yes or no? So the union will satisfy the following laws. The first law is commutative law, that is A union B is equal to B union A. Okay, A union B is equal to B union A. And the second law is associative law, that is A union B union C will be equal to A union A union B union C. Okay, and you know that what is null set? Null set does not contain any set value. Null set does not contain any values or no. A union null set will be equal to A only. Okay. A union null set will be equal to A only. A union A will be also equal to A only. Okay. And U is nothing but what? Universal set. No? Union U union A will be equal to U only because universal set. Okay. So all this proofs we can verify with the Venn diagram. Okay. So you know Venn diagram, no? Using Venn diagram, we can verify all these laws. Okay. And you know that A union null set is equal to A union null set is equal to null set union A is equal to A. Okay, that is union of any set with the empty set is also the set itself. Is it not? This is about union. Now, for example, you take this A is given as 1, 2, 1, 3, 7, 5. B is given as 3, 7, 8, 9. What is union of A and B? Now you see here 3 is repeated. You should write only once. 1, 3, and 5, 7. 7 is repeated 2 times, but we should have to write only once. Okay, and 8, 9. Okay, the union will not contain any repeated values. Okay, it will contain only distinct values. Okay. Now, for example, X is given as AEIOU, where Y is null set. Okay, how do you represent null set? Null set can also be represented like this. Okay, where Y is null set. What is union of these two? Union of these two will be X itself, and that is AEIOU. Okay, and now we see the intersection. What is intersection? It will intersection of two sets is nothing but we'll be getting the elements which are common to both the sets. Okay, so whichever elements are common to both the sets, that elements will be getting as the result if you find out the intersection of two sets. Okay. Now we see the properties of intersection. Here first one is commutative property. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, and A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. It is associative law. Then we know that null set intersection with A, because null set does not contain any element. Okay, intersection of A, null set intersection of A will be equal to null set only, because null set intersection you have to take whichever elements are common to both the sets. Here no element will be common, no? That is why you will be getting result as null set. Okay, and similarly you see here A U is nothing but what now? Universal set, no? Universal set intersection A will be equal to what? A only. Okay, so because universal set will contain all the elements of all the sets. Okay, and intersection of A, now is common to universal set, elements of A is also common to universal set, so the result will be A. Now you see here intersection of A intersection A will be equal to A only. A intersection A is equal to A only. Then you see here A intersection B union C. A intersection B union C will be equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. This is nothing but distributive law. Okay. Then A union B intersection C. A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. Okay. So these are the distributive laws. A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. Okay. So this laws can be verified by using Venn diagram. Okay. And see here A intersection 5. What is 5? 5 is null set. No? It is equal to 5 only because null set does not contain any element where A is having all the elements of A. Whichever is common to both the sets, you will be getting as result. Since no element is common, so what is the result will be null set only. Null set is also called empty set. Okay, see this examples. If A is given as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and B is given as 1, 3, 8, 4, 6. What is intersection of these two sets now? Whichever elements are common here. See which elements are common. So 1 is not common, 2 is also not common, 4 is common. 4 is common between these two. 6 is also common between these two. 8 is also common between these two sets. So what is A intersection B will be 4, 6, 8. Whichever elements are common. So those elements will be getting it as result. Okay. Now see here X is having ABC. X is having ABC, where Y is a null set. Okay. So since Y is null set, it does not contain any element. If you find out intersection of X and Y, so what is the result will be null set only. You will not have any value. Okay. Then what is the difference of two sets? The difference is nothing but if A and B are two sets, then their difference is written as A minus B or B minus A. Okay, A minus B is means that the elements of A which are not the elements of B. Okay, whenever you are writing A minus B, you have to write elements of A which are not elements of B. Okay, so if you write A minus B, now see here whichever elements are present in B here from A, the elements of A, whichever element is present in B, you should not consider. Only the elements of A, whichever not present in B, you should write in A minus B. Okay. So in 2, 3, 4, 4 is present in B also. We should not write A minus B is equal to 2, 3 only. Okay. Then if A and B are disjoint sets, okay, if A and B are disjoint sets, then what is A minus B? Since disjoint means what? Elements of A is not present, no element of A is common to B. No element of A is common to B. Okay. Now, whenever you are writing A minus B, you should not write the whichever elements are common to both the sets. Yes or no? You should write only the elements of A which are not present in B. Okay, since no element of A is not present in B, A minus B is equal to B. Similarly, what is B minus A now? B minus A is nothing but the elements of B which are not present in A. You should write all the elements of B which are not present in A. Okay. So if some of the elements of B is common to A, that common elements you should not write. Okay. So B minus A, if it is disjoint sets, then B minus A will be equal to B. If A and B are disjoint, A minus B is equal to A, B minus A is equal to B. Is it clear? Any doubts here? Now you see here. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 4, 5, 6. Find the difference between A and B and C. Okay. What is A minus B? See here 1, 2, 3. These two are disjoint now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because no element of A is common to B. No element of A is common to B. So these two are disjoint. So A minus B is equal to 1, 2, 3. That is equal to A only. Since it is disjoint, A minus B is equal to A. B minus A is equal to what? B. Okay. You should write all elements of B which are not present in A. Now B elements, since these two are disjoint, B elements, we will be writing all the elements of B. Similarly, A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, and B is equal to B, D, F, G. Okay, and find the difference between two sets, A and B, B and C. Now, is these two are disjoint or not disjoint? Anybody? In the example 2, hello students, unmute yourself. Okay, these two in the example 2, A and B, C and B, these two are disjoint or not disjoint? Sumant, Sunant, Sunant, answer my question. 42.
Hello, ma'am.
These two are disjoint or not disjoint now? In the example 2,
Not distant, ma'am.
these two are not disjoint. Now, what is A minus B? Whichever elements present, whichever elements of A present in B, you should not consider. Only the elements of A which is not common to B should be written in the form in A minus B, or no? Okay. Now, see here, B, D, F. BDF are common to B also. You should not consider BDF. Okay. You should consider only AC, B. Okay. When you are writing B minus A, B minus A is not equal to A minus B now. You should remember that. B minus A is equal to, we have to consider the elements of B which is not present in A. Okay. What are the elements of B? B, D, F, G, no? B, D, F, G. In this, whichever elements are present in A, you should not consider. Okay, whichever elements are present now, B, D, F are present. G is not present in A. So what is B minus A will be equal to G. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Understood? Okay. So let me take attendance. Next class will continue this. Abhishek? Abhishek? Abhishek is present. Who is the CR now? Next to CR. Hello. So students, there is a quiz in the portal. Okay. All of you answer the quiz. So whoever answer the quiz, they will be getting attendance. Okay. If you don't answer the quiz, you will not get the attendance. Okay. We wait for 1 minute. Let me take attendance. Then we'll continue the class. If time permits, we will continue the class. Okay, students, thank you. Next class we'll continue with this. Okay, and there is an assignment in the portal. All of you answer the assignment. Okay, so quiz. There is a quiz. All of you answer the quiz. Okay. Thank you, student.